These days, content creation is being sold as that easy industry that you can make a ton of money in. But honestly, I don't think enough people talk about the negatives, the day-to-day negatives. Nothing too crazy, but just like every other job, this job has its cons. Let's talk about it. Look, there's obviously a lot of pros and cons. Let's start with a couple of pros, just so I'm not trying to be a negative Nancy here. You're basically building a business, so you get to build this around whichever way that you ethically want to work in this industry. You can choose which jobs to take and which ones to not. You're gonna be putting a lot of time into selling yourself to clients and clients coming to you and also trying to purchase you. So you can build your own schedule. It's fun. It's not hard labor. You can put systems in place and just help you succeed. If you enjoy being a workaholic, you can put 100 hours in this a week easily. Now, if you're just trying to work 2 hours a week and make $1,000, I just don't think it's that realistic. And if you could ever get to that point, it's gonna take a while. You have to build up your skills. You have to build up your clients. You have to build up your reputation. And you can build out your own systems and put everything in place to make it work for you, but you're gonna have off days. Like personally, I work with a lot of technology products, and technology products can be a pain in the butt if they just don't operate the way they should be operating. See, I've learned when I start scheduling, I allocate about 2 hours per video. That's normally about enough to get the job done, but some videos take, well, a lot longer. For example, I had a video the other day that should have taken me 2 hours, but instead it took me about 5 hours, setting me back from a schedule for the whole day. Which kind of brings you to the second part, that you're working at deadlines, you're working at the client's deadlines. So if you're not someone who's good at organizing their time, then, well, this is probably not gonna be the best gig for you because you're your own boss in a sense. And you're gonna have to learn to back yourself and learn to say no to potential clients that are offering you good money. Because that money may not be worth your time, or that product may not be something that you want your face representing. So I just happened to have one of those bad days just the other day, on Sunday actually, when I decided to work rather than hanging out with my family because I had to meet some deadlines. So it went like this. I started working on a video for an Apple Play car screen, technology based. Nothing was going as planned. I had issues where I installed it and then realized that I wasn't ready to install it, and the glue was so tough to get back up from my dash. I had to actually install it and then install a reverse camera. I had to demonstrate each thing, so I had to drive it around. Now I have two phones, an old one and a new one. I'm trying to film on one phone while connecting the other phone, but the old phone won't connect and the camera doesn't work on that one. So then I have to go through and use this camera, mixed in with my iPhone. It's just saying up and down. Generally, like I said, I allowed 2 hours. It's not that big of a deal. Unfortunately, this one took about 4 hours. And then the client had supplied a link for me to upload. The link didn't work. So right now it's seen that as a late delivery because they haven't got back to me. Then I jumped into a second video, which actually went pretty smoothly. I put the time in to film it, later that night I edited it and delivered it. And again, I'm still waiting for them to approve it. And then I had a client with 3 videos that I probably shouldn't have taken on in the first place. They're very over the top, highly edited CapCut style videos, which is not something I specialize in. I did the first one for them, but where the problem comes about is the price that they're paying me. I'm lucky enough to be in a position where I don't need to take work that just doesn't make sense for me. They went along and just purchased my basic package without discussing with me first, which is something I do have on my Fiverr. Please contact me first before placing an order so I can price it accordingly. So for something that I would have probably sold my standard package for, they chose the basic package. This video took about 4 hours to film and edit. Again, because it's not something I do very often. Okay, cool, I got that job done. Took it as a learning experience, got to learn some new skills, add some new assets to my collection, etc. They came back and said, wow, so far you're one of the best that we've worked with on this platform, which is Fiverr, and we'd love to book you for 3 more videos. I said, okay, great. Unfortunately, I can't do it for that price. You look, the video was 45 seconds, it needs to be this price. They came back, kind of talked to me a little bit rude, and I put it down to maybe a language barrier. I try not to take stuff too personally over direct messages, but they said, no, do it for the same price. I booked it for that price, you should do it for this price. I said, no, I can't do it for that price, it's just too much work. And at the same time, I've got jobs lined up that pay me the same amount of money, well, for honestly, 30 minutes to an hour's worth of time. So in the end, I agreed and said, hey, I'll take the 3 jobs, I'll do it for the same price, but they can only be 30 seconds max. He said, okay, you're writing the scripts, that's up to you. Took the job, sent the scripts through, he amended the scripts, they all ended up being about 50 seconds long. That's the long story, but short. Basically, after filming those 2 videos on Sunday, I then had to stay up to 5:30 a.m. editing these videos to get them delivered, because now I'm worried that this person as a client who already kind of talks down to me in the messages is just gonna leave me a bad review. And on Fiverr, your reviews really matter. They really count. You really have to work for those reviews. So expect to be working for deadlines. You're gonna have nights where you're gonna be staying up late. You're going to be missing out time with your friends and family. Some of it is in your control, and some of it is just going to be completely out of your control. I mean, a positive is that you can work from home, but right now I've got a giant apartment construction going on next door, which is producing all this noise. Hopefully it's not being picked up with these microphones, but that is now something I have an issue with while I'm working from home. So the other thing is you are self-employed, so it's not just the content creation that you have to focus on. Like right now, my office space is a mess, and that's exactly because of that big Sunday. So I'm gonna have to spend time cleaning up the studio, cleaning up the office space, kind of doing some admin work that I'm not really getting paid for in the minute. So you have to understand that the money you're getting paid for a video isn't just for the process of filming the video. It comes with everything from communication with the client, selling yourself for the project, sending the contract, getting that all signed, and then your pre-production, any scripting, any locations you have to go to. If you need anyone else's help throughout the video, you have to organize all of that stuff, and then you film. In some cases, it may be the raw product that they want. In that case, a little post-production may be you organizing the files. I like to name everything and organize it for the client so they don't have to go through each file and work out what it is. This is scene 1 talking head, scene 1 B-roll, scene 2 talking head. It maybe take 20 minutes, but it makes the end product so much better that they're most likely gonna come back and work with you again. So you may have that all complete, but you got paid money. Are you doing bookkeeping? Are you keeping receipts for anything you're buying? Are you using any type of software? Do you need to maintain invoices, pay contractors? All that stuff is stuff that you're not getting directly paid for, but it's a part of your business experience. So it's actually currently the next day. I finished up what I was doing yesterday. I'm actually editing this right now. I'm uploading some files for some customers, and I thought I would continue this on with a Netflix interview style introduction where I sit. Anyway. So where was I? So I mean, the other thing is you are running a business, which means you have expenses. So you're going to be wanting to constantly updating your gear. You want to be getting better equipment, better lights, new lenses. This here is my last lens that I purchased, and it has greatly improved my overall image and production, and it means that when I'm giving these videos to clients, it's at a much higher caliber and just looking a lot more professional. If I am getting any local clients as well, now my camera looks a little bit more professional as well because it's got a bigger lens, you know. But that brings me on to the next thing. You know, when you have multiple clients on multiple platforms, you do have to stay on top of everything. And that means once you get something finished, that's when you get paid. You don't have a weekly wage come in. So you do need to manage your cash flow. In this case, I'm waiting on one client to pay me about $600-700. On Fiverr, jobs get cleared every 7 days because I am a level 2 now. So I do have to wait 7 days for the payment to come in, or I can actually probably instantly approve that, but it's gonna cost me extra money. I don't need the money because I manage my cash flow correctly. Again, if you have any contractors you have to pay out, any editors, anything like that, you gotta make sure you're paying their bills on time, because you wanna look after these contractors when you have good staff. You know, you don't wanna be having them waiting to get paid just because you're waiting to get paid. That's not really their problem. Overall, that's just some things to think about. Look, as much as I say that this is an awesome job, I'm having so much fun doing it. I meet so many new and creative people. I get to actually put thought into what I'm doing, and you know, I'm finally getting clients that allow me to be me and do things my way, and you know, they give me the freedom to put my creativity in the work. So, you know, with that being said, don't let the negatives outweigh the positives, and this as an industry is going to continue to grow and grow, and it's just going to get bigger and bigger. So if you found this helpful at all, you know, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and comment below if you are in this industry or you're thinking about getting in this industry. I'd love to hear your opinion, or if you think I missed anything about the negatives. And you know, this isn't me complaining. Every job has negatives. If a job doesn't have negatives, well, you know, congratulations. That's amazing. I'm envious. But every job I've ever had has had a negative, but a lot of times the positive outweigh the negatives. And if you do this right, you put the time in and you build systems and you take it professionally and you take it serious, then you'll be very successful and happy in this industry. I will see you guys in the next video.